help, Bill, if I had a little word with her?
No, it would not. It was your desire to have a little word that got me into this mess in the first place.
I'm sure if I explained to Faith that it was
Faith?
I'm sure if I explained that it was a perfectly innocent lunch.
She wouldn't believe you.
Got a suspicious mind, has she?
No, Liza, I don't believe you. And I was there. I don't think you've ever had a perfectly innocent lunch.
What about our wedding reception? Anyway, doesn't Faith ever have lunch with her ex-husband?
Not often. He lives in Florida.
I see.
She won't even answer my letter.
Oh, you're writing letters now, are you? I thought you only worked with crayons.
I tried to explain that I just had a temporary wave of panic.
Caused by the realization that you were about to sink into suburbia.
Caused by the fear that I might not be prepared for family life.
And you'd have to sell your MG.
Well, it did cross my mind for a moment that I might miss my independence.
And of course, you will.
And now she won't talk to me.
Oh, look, Bill, I know you want her back. Why don't you phone her? Tell her you love her or something equally moving.
Why should I? It was hard enough to write the letter.
There's this little woman in suburbia.
When I stop being patronizing, Liza.
Right then, there's this glamorous lady artist in a boudoir somewhere crying her eyes out because of stupid pride. I could help. I did it professionally once.
Oh, no, it's not the first relationship you've broken up.
No, I mean guidance for the broken-hearted.
You? When?
When I went out with Rodney. It was eons before you, darling. He started his own magazine. I was his dear Marge.
That magazine was raided under the Obscene Publications Act.
Anyway, Bill, I know you'll never believe me, but I do genuinely want you to be happy.
Well, go away, then.
She's hurt, Bill. She needs careful handling. Ring her. Or better still, turn up with flowers.
Will you please just leave things to me, Liza?
Let me know what happens. I do like a happy ending.
Faith, I love you.
Do I know you?
Don't make it any more difficult than it is, please. There's a danger in being too amusing, you know.
Is there? How do you know I was here?
I phoned home. Joe told me. You going to sulk forever? Liza is my ex-wife, you know.
I don't care if she's your late wife. I do not want her having lunch with you, particularly on the day you're supposed to move in with me.
I didn't think.
You didn't think I'd find out?
Faith, you and I are much too important to let a silly little
Ex-wife?
misunderstanding get in the way. I explained it all in my letter. You did get my letter?
Yes.
Well?
There's no F in claustrophobia.
Is that all you've got to say?
Your punctuation is a bit haywire.
I write you a love letter, and all you can do is correct my spelling. Don't I even get A for effort?
Get N for nerve.
We all make mistakes.
No, we don't. I behaved impeccably. It's you who were the unmitigated louse.
If I was guilty of anything, it was... What was I guilty of?
Insensitivity, stupidity, and not even having the sense to cover your tracks.
Look, why don't you come round to the flat for dinner tomorrow night?
I'm no pushover, Bill.
Yes, you are. Cheese souffle and a couple of glasses of Frascati. I can't keep your hands off me.
Hannah, can you come here a minute?
Yeah.
Hannah, you remember Bill, don't you?
Don't be daft, Mum. Of course I remember him. He was going to be my stepfather till he had a dust-up on the doorstep last week.
Yes, good.
I did all that tidying up on removal day. How could I forget?
All right, Hannah, don't go on.
Don't tell me it's all on again, is it?
Well, yes, it might be.
Does that mean I've got to hoover the front room again?
Not yet. Mind you, it's not a bad idea.
Look, Mum, was there anything else? Only I'm due at Caroline's half an hour ago.
Well, excuse me for taking up 1 second of your social programme to discuss the trivial matter of my future.
I'm sorry, Mum. I'm very pleased for you. Can I go now?
No, just a minute. The thing is, well, I'd like to go and see Bill this evening.
Good. Well, don't be late back. You don't want me to come with you, do you?
No, Hannah, I just worry that you'll be all right here this evening, on your own, you and Joe.
Can I borrow your black skirt?
Yes, all right.
Well, then, we'll be fine.
I feel pretty, oh, so pretty. I feel pretty. Oh, Joe, how many times have I told you about the...
What's that funny smell?
That funny smell costs £30 an ounce.
What? You could have bought me a Spurs season ticket for that.
Joe,
Why have you got that skirt on?
I often wear a skirt.
No, you don't. Not like that one, anyway.
Joe.
And you've got red nail varnish on.
You're my son, not the Mother Superior. Now, please, shut up and listen to me.
What?
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yes.
Are you going to wear that skirt?
Yes?
It's Hannah's, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, I think it's a bit young for you, Mum, if you want my opinion.
Well, I don't. Do you really?
Yeah, I prefer it when you look sensible.
Oh, fine, I'll let you. Look, stop criticising my wardrobe and listen.
OK.
I'm going out.
I realise that. With a man?
No, with Bill. Well, yes.
I thought you weren't speaking.
No, we are now.
Good. Perhaps you'll be in a better mood now.
Right. Well, don't fight with Hannah and put the dog out and do your maths and, well, see you later.
How are you getting home?
I'm driving.
Well, don't have anything to drink then, will you?
No, dear. Anything else?
No, don't think so.
Right. And, Joe, in future, don't be so reticent. Tell me what you really think.
Where are you going?
To put on a sensible skirt. Satisfied? I thought you promised me a cheese souffle.
It is rising gently even as we speak.
Pretty hot stuff in the kitchen, are we?
Wait till you see my cheese souffle.
What's this?
The pasta maker, you must have one of those.
No. I haven't got one of these either, whatever this is.
The juice extractor.
You're going to bring all these gadgets with you when you move in?
Certainly. A creative culinary artiste needs his tools around him.
Well, we haven't got any room. Well, you're certainly not bringing this.
Why?
I don't approve of them.
Everyone's got a microwave.
Well, not me. It's got nasty bits inside it.
Don't be crazy.
Anything that can defrost a chicken in 5 seconds cannot be entirely trustworthy. Only dragons can do that, you know.
This is worse than I thought. You're still in the Middle Ages.
And they weren't exactly good for your health.
What a lot of baloney. A microwave would change your life.
How?
Well, you could carry on working right up until the moment that Hannah and Joe came in through the door. Then you could pop their pheasant a la grecque into the microwave. Et voila! It would make you more efficient.
I don't need to be more efficient. I'm a perfectly well-organised career woman and mother. I can sort out meal times without zapping them with gamma rays.
Your technological education ended with Thunderbirds, didn't it?
If God had wanted us to have dinner in 5 minutes, he wouldn't have invented cocktails.
Luddite.
Technoprat! Oh, I have missed your bloody mindedness.
And I've missed your completely irrational prejudices and stupid phobias.
Oh, I'm so glad everything's back to normal.
Just a minute! Oh, hello.
Hello, I'm Liza McGregor.
All right. Are you collecting for something?
Certainly not. May I come in?
Sorry, you're not Steve's mum, are you? Only he's out playing football with Joe.
No, I am not Steve's mum. I'm Bill's wife.
Ex-wife, isn't it?
Are you Faith's daughter?
Yes, I'm Hannah. Mum's out.
Well, Hannah, does your mother allow you to go around dressed like that?
Like what?
Rather maturely for a young girl.
I'm experimenting.
Probably a reaction to your mother's wild lifestyle.
My mother's what?
These outrageous clothes, a form of rebellion. Has it set you back much?
The top was a £5 and the skirt's one of Mum's.
No, I mean the trauma of a new man in your mother's life.
Well, Bill's not that new.
I know how difficult young girls can be.
Oh, you've got a daughter then?
No, I haven't. It wasn't so long ago I was a teenager myself.
Oh, really?
So, would you like to talk to me about your problems?
If I need to talk, I'll talk to my mother, thanks.
Mothers aren't always the right people. Sometimes it's better to talk to someone nearer your own age.
I've got friends.
I mean me.
You? But you're not young. I mean, not that you're old, more...
Right. Well, as your mother's out...
She's at Bill's. Shall I tell her you called?
No. I just came to explain that there's nothing between me and Bill anymore. He'd murder me if he knew I'd been here.
Well, I think Mum wants to kill you as well, so either way, you're not likely to survive.
I thought I might be able to help them patch things up.
But it looks like they've done it all by themselves, doesn't it?
Yes. Jolly good. Actually, I'd be awfully glad if you forgot you ever saw me,
Hannah,
Hannah. Would you?
you mean you want me to lie?
No, of course not. Not exactly. I just rather you didn't say anything.
Oh, I see.
Well?
Well, I see how I feel.
What?
Well, you know how difficult young girls can be.
Bill?
Don't tell me you've got to go.
No. Well, yes.
Why?
Hannah and Joe worry if I'm out late.
What?
They do.
Well, that's certainly original. I can't stay out late because my children will be cross with me.
I'm the dog.
Those, of course.
No, he always barks at anyone who comes in after midnight.
What is he, a fairy dog mother?
Bill, I've been thinking.
You've been thinking for both of us, I take it.
I just think it might be a good idea if you got to know the children individually before you moved in, you know, sort of thing.
That's a bit contrived.
Oh, I don't mean what do you want to be when you grow up kind of questions, just a friendly interest.
You've got an idea.
How do you know?
Because when you're plotting, you're about as subtle as a brick wall across a motorway. And about as easy to avoid.
Good morning, darling.
I am not your darling.
You'll always have a place in my heart, Bill.
And you'll always have a place in my overdraft.
Where are you off to?
Out.
Don't be obscure.
I'm going to watch a football match. Faith's son Joe is playing. Would you like to know what I was doing on the night of the 14th?
I'm just interested. Not you babysitting then, has she?
Joe is not a baby. Well, I won't let you keep me.
If you're going to be ungracious, I'll just give you this.
What is it?
Songs of Robert Burns.
How come you've got it?
Well, I think when we were dividing up the marital library, some things got flung into the wrong boxes.
Oh, so that's why I've got 50 ways to improve your bust. Well, thank you. Goodbye.
Do you remember when you used to read Burns to me?
No.
Yes, you do. Before you went to work, you used to read me that verse from My Love is Like a Red, Red Rose.
That was a long time ago.
And fare thee wheel, my only Louvre, and fare thee wheel a while. And I will come again, my Louvre, though 'twere 10,000 miles.
She's not with me, Rabbi.
You do.
Liza, what is the point of all this?
I just don't want your dog-eared bits and pieces cluttering up my life. That's
Fine. Well, now they won't. Goodbye.
Bill,
How did I know there was going to be an bill?
everything's all right then.
Everything's fine.
Made it up with thingy.
It wasn't difficult.
Biddable, is she?
Faith is not the sort of person who finds it necessary to score points in a relationship.
Unlike her daughter.
What?
Nothing.
What daughter?
You do know about the daughter, don't you?
Well, of course I do.
Rather a forward girl, I thought.
Oh, yes.
Quite our pitch, in fact.
When did you meet Hannah?
I called round to your suburban love nest to smooth things over for the pair of you, and Hannah answered the door.
I told you not to interfere.
She was dressed very cheaply, but then I suppose she doesn't really have a role model.
What did you say to her?
Nothing. Only that I'd come to help, and I'd be happy to give her any advice she needed, as her mother was so rarely there.
How kind of you.
She was rather sharp with me.
Well, tell Faith you were upset.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. I'm only telling you because...
You're on a nationwide point-scoring tour?
Oh, Bill, I can't talk to you anymore.
Can I have that in writing?
I know this was Mum's idea. Well, if you want to go off to the pub, Bill, we can meet up afterwards. I won't tell Mum.
Mr. Greyshot,
Well, actually...
you must be Joe's father.
No, not until he marries my mother.
Well, I am with Joe, yes.
We're a bit short of a linesman,
Oh, dear.
on account of Jason's dad having overflow problems. He usually obliges us, you see.
I see.
It's not easy getting parents to support the youngsters.
I can imagine.
I'm glad to see a father who's interested.
Oh, well, I'm afraid I'm not prepared.
Don't worry. I've got a spare tracksuit in the hut.
Oh, good.
Go on, Bill. It'll be a laugh.
Mum, I'm just off to see Michelle.
Hannah, guess what?
Well, something must be up. You're wearing high heels on a Saturday.
Bill's gone to watch Joe play football.
Oh, wow. So what?
Well, they're forging a relationship. It's good, isn't it?
This was your idea, wasn't it?
Not entirely.
What's he going to do with me? Come to an acid house party?
One thing at a time, Hannah.
Well, I'll see you later then.
Well, you will be back for lunch, won't you?
What? Well, Joe usually goes out for chips on Saturday.
Yes, well, not today. I want us all to have a cosy family lunch.
But we're not a cosy family.
I want Bill to see the warmth and togetherness of family life.
Mum, last time we had one of your cosy family meal blitzes, we had an argument and Joe dropped the gravy over the dog.
Yeah, well, we laughed about it afterwards, though, didn't we?
No, we didn't. You sent me to my room and Joe had to hose down the dog. Never again, you said.
Yes. Well, I meant it at the time.
And it was fine by me, I agreed with you. We always have fights when we sit round the table. Much better to eat off our laps and watch television.
No, not today. You will be back by 1, won't you?
Don't bank on it. Bye.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, you two. Did you have a nice time?
No.
What?
There was a controversial decision.
There was nothing controversial about it.
We had everything to play for, Mum. There was a real sense of commitment amongst the lads. Then the tide turned against us.
Joe committed a foul and I awarded a penalty.
To the other side.
There are only two, Joe.
Hang on, I thought you were going to watch, Bill.
I was, but they were short of linesmen. So I was roped in.
Oh, I see.
We were playing the Zodiacs, Mum. You know, they're Wellard.
Do I?
I admit, we had it all to do, but on the day we were equal to the challenge, till a certain official interrupted the flow of play.
It was a fair decision, Joe. You kicked that player.
He headbutted my knee.
Are you saying my son made a cynical tackle on the opposing player?
Oh, don't you start talking like Jimmy Greaves as well.
I'm sorry, it's catching. Joe's first words were, "We was robbed."
Well, let me put it this way. On this occasion, he attempted GBH on the Zodiac striker, and as a lover of the game, it made me sick as a parrot. Now, can we eat?
Is it? Hang on a minute. Is Bill right, Joe?
It was a legitimate tackle, Mum. I went for the ball. Oh. We lost because of one man's opinion.
You lost because the other team won. The referee backed my decision.
Have you two been arguing about this all the way home?
No, we haven't exchanged a word since the incident.
Victimisation, you mean?
Oh, stop sulking, Joe. This happens to everyone in the game now and then.
Well, it's never happened to me before. My reputation's tarnished.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's tough. You've got to play by the rules.
Oh, your rules.
No, the rules of the game.
Would you like to go and wash your hands now, please?
What for?
We're going to have a nice family lunch.
Oh, I couldn't eat, Mum. Bitter memories. If you wish the matter to go to arbitration, I'll be watching Football Focus upstairs.
No! You will damn well not go upstairs. You'll come down here and sit at this table and enjoy your meal whether you like it or not.
Oh, let him go, Faith.
Oh, did you have to upset him, Bill?
Oh, for God's sake, he kicked another player. I saw it and I was a linesman.
Yes, but did you have to take it so seriously? I mean, couldn't you pretend to be looking the other way, blow your nose or something?
You don't really expect me to answer that, do you?
I wanted you to go to watch football with Joe because I wanted you to be friends.
Well, I didn't know I was going to be a linesman. Nor did I know your son was an expert in maiming the opposition.
I'm sure it was an isolated incident.
Yeah, I expect you're right.
Just going through a phase.
Yes, I'm sure he is. Oh, Faith, don't make such a big thing about it.
Well, it is a big thing, Bill. I wanted you to like each other.
Look, I know we've both let you down, and I'm sorry. But at least we're communicating.
Oh, stop trying to look on the bright side. There isn't one.
Come here, let me cheer you up.
Oh, no, get off. I smell of garlic and herbs.
Do you think that will stop Count Dracula?
Hannah.
The last time I saw a bird's nest like that was on Dusty Springfield.
I'm sorry. How much did it cost?
Nothing. Michelle's got a Saturday job at the hair studio. She's just practising on me. It's 50s retro.
Retrograde?
Retrospective. Everything 50s is in.
Well, how did they get it so high on top?
Backcombing. They tease it.
Tease it? Looks as if they frightened the life out of it.
So you think I look horrible then?
No. I don't think you look horrible. I don't think that hairstyle is very flattering.
Hannah's just experimenting, aren't you?
Well, Liza thinks it's a reaction to my mother's outrageous lifestyle.
Liza thinks? What do you mean?
She called round when you were out to say she'd gone off Bill and you could have him.
Well, I don't think she quite put it like that, Hannah.
As good as.
Oh, I see you know about this social call, do you? How come I don't?
She didn't want me to tell you.
I bet she didn't. Why didn't you tell me, Bill?
Because I like a quiet life.
Your ex-wife gives my children ideas and you don't think to tell me?
Well, I don't think they're very good ideas, judging by Hannah's hairstyle.
Thanks very much. What's the matter with the dog?
Well, I just don't think he recognises you, that's all.
Typical in this house, even the dog's got an opinion.
Don't forget we're going to have a nice family lunch. Did you have to upset her too?
She was already upset.
Yes, well, so am I now. I cannot believe that Liza came round here and nobody told me.
I tried to stop her, Faith, but she was determined to help.
Help? She's about as helpful as an oil slick. You should have stopped her, Bill. Why didn't you?
Oh, don't you go on at me as well.
Yeah, you're upsetting everyone.
Oh, come on now, Faith. You're just looking for trouble.
Yes, I am. Fed up. Well, everything's gone wrong, Bill. I wanted a cosy family lunch, people chatting, passing the salt. And look, Joe's not speaking to you. Hannah's not speaking to either of us. And now we're not speaking to each other.
Since when?
Since you discovered that I forgot to turn the oven on.
You Luddites will never learn, will you?
Where are you going?
Home. To get the microwave.